What's going on, guys? Coach Dom here. Just want to talk to you today about cycle time, or making a quicker cycle time of your ring muscle ups. I want to talk about just transition and being able to use that dip to your advantage when you are cycling muscle ups. So thinking about coming out of the dip, as you're coming out of the dip, you're going to sit back and drop down into that muscle up. It makes for a faster transition. It makes for less fatigue in your triceps as you're going through each muscle up. The only thing we have to make sure we are still fully locking out before coming down. And that's just something you got to kind of practice, and kind of, some of you might teeter the line, but practicing what works best to still achieve a proper full range of motion in that for competition. So as we see here, I'm going to just kind of play this video, and I'll just keep replaying it, and then I'll stop and talk through some things. But as you bring your knees up in the dip, or for the dip, I want you guys to see how I'm going to sit back and drop down into that next ring muscle up. So we'll come up here. Sorry about that. We're going to come up here. We'll pop up. And as I come out of the muscle up, I'm going to now bring my knees up and then drop myself back into that dip, and see how I reach full extension and then drop back. And as we do this, you can practice just that motion closer to the ground, and making sure you are properly distributing weight as you sit back, and you're not just dropping down and going into a dead weight. We want to make sure we're still feeling slightly weightless. And how we do that into the next position, and the next tip I want to give you, is dropping down into that hollow position and not dropping, again, like I said, straight down or with a bent position at your hips. So looking here, I get to the top, and as I'm going to drop back, watch my body line. I'm going to have my feet swoop in front of me, and I'll be ready to grab that next rep and be into this next body line. So I drop down into that hollow position, and it allows me to keep that same plane, that same line that I'm going on for every muscle up, so the rings are not moving and they're not flopping back and forth. When you see the rings flop back and forth, usually you're going too far forward, and then you're dropping back. So then you're going forward with the rings, you're dropping back. We want to keep the rings on the same line the whole time and not worry about them flying in the wind. That's all I got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, DM me, DapperDom10, or shoot me an email at dom@conquerathlete.com. Bye, guys.